Country Living, a compilation by Ellen G. White. Chapter 1, A Call to Leave the Cities. Results of Unheeded Warnings. I am bidden to declare the message that cities full of transgression and sinful in the extremes will be destroyed by earthquakes, by fire, by flood. All the world will be warned that there is a God who will display his authority as God. His unseen agencies will cause destruction, devastation, and death. All the accumulated riches will be as nothingness. Calamities will come, calamities most awful, most unexpected, and these destructions will follow one after another. If there will be a heeding of the warnings that God has given, and if churches will repent, returning to their allegiance, then other cities may be spared for a time. But if men who have been deceived continue in the same way in which they have been walking, disregarding the law of God and presenting falsehoods before the people, God allows them to suffer calamity, that their senses may be awakened. The Lord will not suddenly cast off all transgressors or destroy entire nations, but he will punish cities and places where men have given themselves up to the possession of satanic agencies. Strictly will the cities of the nations be dealt with, and yet they will not be visited in the extreme of God's indignation, because some souls will yet break away from the delusions of the enemy and will repent and be converted, while the mass will be treasuring up wrath against the day of wrath. Evangelism, page 27, 1906. Imminence of God's judgment. There are reasons why we should not build in the cities. On these cities, God's judgments are soon to fall. Letter 158, 1902. The time is near when large cities will be swept away, and all should be warned of these coming judgments. Evangelism, page 29, 1910. Oh, that God's people had a sense of the impending destruction of thousands of cities now almost given to idolatry. The Review and Herald, September 10, 1903. A View of Great Destruction. Last Friday morning, just before I awoke, a very impressive scene was presented before me. I seemed to awake from sleep, but was not in my home. From the windows, I could behold a terrible conflagration. Great balls of fire were falling upon houses, and from these balls, fiery arrows were flying in every direction. It was impossible to check the fires that were kindled, and many places were being destroyed. The terror of the people was indescribable. Evangelism, page 29, 1906.